In today's episode, I want to ask you what type of a woman are you? Yes, my darling. Have you ever sit down to ask yourself this question? What type of a woman am I? In today, I will be looking at two different women. Yes, if you pay attention, you will understand and you will know the kind of woman are you. But before we move on, I want to ask you, have you subscribed? Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and let's move forward. And those women, their names are number one, the Herodians, number two, Jacobite. If you read the Bible in the book of Matthew 14:6 to 11, you will understand that when Herod, because it was Herod's birthday, and the daughter of Herod was busy dancing, like entertaining the guests. Do you know what happened? Herod made an oath that whatever this my daughter of mine asks me, that I will give to her. Yes, imagine that. A king making an oath that whatever that this my daughter asks me, whatever that I will give to her. And this is where a woman played a role. And this lady, this daughter, came to her and said, anything you ask me, I will give it to you. Do you know what this little girl did? She ran back to her mother and asked her mother, what do you want? And the mother said, oh, it's a good opportunity for me. Please tell him you want the head of John the Baptist. Tell him, because John the Baptist has been put into prison. Herod have arrested him. Now the woman said, tell him you want the head of John the Baptist, a head of a human being. But because Herod has vowed before the public, he has made an oath that whatever this daughter of mine demand, that I will give to her. Do you know what happened? Herod beheaded John the Baptist and gave to her. My dear, I want to ask you a question as a woman. What kind of advice are you giving to your daughters, your daughter-in-law? I've seen so many women, when your daughter wants to marry, the only advice you will give to her is, people don't take us for granted. Don't allow your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your sister-in-law to put you under their armpit. Show them that you are from this family. Show them that we don't take nonsense. Show them this, show them that. And she will go and do what you told her to do. The little girl was so innocent. She doesn't even know what she wanted. She have to run back to her mother to ask what the mother need. As a mother watching this video, what kind of advice are you giving to your children? Are you just giving advice that will benefit you? What I want is my child just to be happy. I don't care about the man. I don't care if he is beheaded. I don't care if my daughter is extravagant. I don't care what is happening in that home. In as much as my daughter is bringing money back at home, in as much as my daughter is taking care of herself, I don't care if the man is prisoned or in. Come on. What type of a woman are you? Woman, what kind of advice do you give to people that come to seek advice from you? Yes, they might not be your biological children, but they are looking unto you for direction. Do you just give advice that will benefit them without weighing your decision making? Don't be Herodians. Yes, don't be Herodians. Be a woman that give a good advice. Another woman I love so much is Jochebed. Yes, the mother of Moses. The mother of Moses. The Bible told us the story about Moses in the book of Exodus 2. How Moses was born and how Moses was kept in the basket near the riverbank and all these things. But what happened? The Bible said that when the princess, the daughter of Pharaoh, was walking around the riverbank, found a boy. And this boy, seeing that this boy is a small baby and the boy was crying. And immediately what happened? Miriam came to her and said, should I go and look for a nurse, someone that would take care of this baby? And the princess said, yes. Do you know what happened? She also ran back to her mother and said, come, our plans, God has blessed it. And now she brought her own mother to take care of her own son, to take care of her own like blood. Imagine such a wise woman. Reason because Miriam was trained by a good woman. Yes. Imagine a little girl thinking about something like this. And he said, oh, the best person that can take care of this, my brother, is my mother. If you train your daughters very well, I promise you they will not disappoint you. If you train your daughters very well, I promise you in their marriage, they will enjoy their marriage. If you train your daughters very well, if you give them good advice, even whether you are there or you are not there, you will not be afraid, because even the Bible said, train a child the way he should go, that whenever he grow up, he will not depart from it. Jacob had trained Miriam very well, that a case came out and she was able to think on how to do it in order to safeguard the life of her sibling. Imagine that. But for the other Herodians, instead of her to tell her daughter good thing, all she was demanding is the head of human being. As a mother, please pay attention to discussions, to decisions, the things you are impacting in your daughter's life. Yes, why so many marriages are not working today is because women neglected their job. Yes, they think that, oh, the way your father treated me, don't allow another man to treat you like that. Of course, I'm not saying that whatever, but what I'm saying is that don't impact that negative thing in their brain, that whenever they jump into marriage, they go with weapon of warfare. Any small thing, they want to show themselves. They want to feel like, yes, you can't maltreat me. My mother-in-law cannot talk rubbish. But like, they have no respect. Be a Jacobite. Yes. Train your child, your children in a way that if you hear about them, if you see them anywhere, you will be proud of them. Don't come out in the public and say, where do you learn this? Where did you think that she learned it? She learned it from you. Yes, you may pretend you are not like that, but for her, she can't pretend it. She just show what you give to her. I love what our pastor usually said. Our pastor usually said that your children will behave what they see you are doing in the public. Yes. Whatsoever that you are doing, they will show it off in the public without pretending. Don't come out and blame her. What kind of decision, what kind of advice are you giving to your children? Are you giving to your daughters? Imagine these two mothers. The other one said, go and get the head of a human being. The other one taught her child to think wise and see how God used Moses to save the life of Israelites. So as a mother, I come that we will reason together. In as much as you want your family, your children, your child, your daughter to have heaven on earth marriage, do make sure that you advise her. Advise her rightly. Marriage should not be a fight. Marriage should not be one-sided. Marriage should not be what I will get, what I will get. It's not a transaction. If you want to do transaction, look for business partner, not marriage. Be careful with what you are advising your generation, your children, because guess what? If you don't advise them well, the result will shock you. And when it will shock you, you will feel with had I know. Thank you so much, and I pray that this episode will find you better. God bless you, and I love you. I pray for you. Shalom.